for Seattle Marijuana Company. As soon as we get another an opening and we can have a soiree, they throw a party and let me go see what the fuck I can really get down with.
Hey, make it happen. We're counting on you,
Yeah.
Seattle Marijuana Company. We're
Well, I mean, hey, listen, they've blessed the captain and let me come to the farm and check it out
oh, dope.
and
You've got the whole
because
experience.
well, and because I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, if it wasn't for Seattle Marijuana Company, I would have never met the Dabros. And now I'm the sales rep for the Dabros. You know what I mean? I hustle these dispensaries and slang their shit legit. You know what I mean?
Dab
And
roast, is
if
that
it wasn't
coffee?
for, huh?
Dab roast is coffee?
No, Dabros Dabs,
Dab rose.
Dab Roast, the Dab Roast.
Oh, dab roast. Okay.
Yeah, the Dab Roast. That's processed by Seattle Marijuana Company. All the material has been donated by farms around Washington because they want to see this project really take off. This next season, they're going down to LA to shoot this next season. If you guys aren't following the Davros, bro, you got to follow their first episode. Doug Benson and Redman. Last year, Sean Kemp, or last season, Sean Kemp, the guy from Police Academy that made all the sounds.
Mm.
Dante, uh, fucking Devin the Dude, uh, Seattle Marijuana Company. Who else was in last season?
Devin the dude's cool.
Yeah, I want to talk to you. I want to work in a dispensary and eventually own my own chain. That's what's up. I mean, I don't know why you want to talk to me. I don't. I'm just a small little dude on the totem pole. I ain't. You know what I mean? Like if you were listening to what I'm saying, I've been on Instagram. I rep the company, Seattle Marijuana Company. I love their product. Every time I buy a gram, I take a dab. I rep that shit. Because I did, they showed me some love and invited me to the farm. They just happened to be next door to the Dab Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a killer show on YouTube. They took me next door to the Dab Rose. The warehouse is right next door. I met the dude that runs the Dab Rose. And I mean, honestly, I can't say the rest is all history, but I mean, I was raised with a couple of good mottos in life, and one is a closed mouth don't get fed. Yeah, DJ Lethal, Limp Biscuit, those are all.
That's cool.
Yeah, all that, and what it is it's 10 celebrities, 10 dabs, 10 questions,
Mm.
and it's hosted by Chris Crazy, and you sit back and watch motherfucker get lit real quick. You know what I mean? Come dab three. You know what I mean? That celebrity's not used to dabbing like that. I don't give a
Mm.
fuck. I've watched almost every episode. Oh yeah, and Rose McGowan. Yo, here's the trip about Rose McGowan. She's in
La
Mexico,
Coca Nostra.
and she had 10 of these containers. I don't know how I got there, but she had the dab Rose dabs and the whole setup. She was doing the damn thing, bro. It
Okay.
was dope. Chris Crazy did the question. They did it. I would assume Zoom or whatever. Um, Yeah, Chris Crazy is too funny. He's funny as fuck. Yeah, you guys please go check it out. Give him a follow on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. They are taking suggestions for season 2 for guests. If you guys have a suggestion for, uh, yeah, dude, Devin the Dude was the first episode that I got to go to, and I got to meet Devin the Dude. I grew up in Texas, bro. Houston rap. You better believe I felt like what? I felt like a fucking 15-year-old kid, dude. It was fucking
Yeah.
crazy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Sitting a stand. I mean, go check my page. There's pictures of me and Devin the Dude. It was lit as fuck. I
Fuck
felt
yeah.
15. It was lit as fuck.
That's
uh,
awesome.
but yeah, man. I mean, so all the farms, not all the farms, but quite a few farms in Washington are donating material to the Dab Roast, and Seattle Marijuana Company is donating their time to process it. So the Dab Roast has material to make money to make the
Nice.
show go on. Yeah, I mean it's a state. I mean honestly, it's so badass to see the state come together to help the Dab Roast take off. It's pretty badass.
That's cool.
And what's even more badass is, like I said, I grew up a closed mouth don't get fed. I went in there and I was like, "Yo, bro, the owner's name is Scott." I was like, "Yo, Scott, I ain't got much, bro, but I work my ass off. I hustle. I got a 17-foot box truck. Anything you need, I'm there. You got it going on. I want to be a part of this." Just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We did a couple of things with my truck. You know what I mean? We did a couple of food runs. And I mean, yeah, because of him, I got the connection with this food. I do a food drive in my community every weekend, where I take my truck down to a farm, fill it up with either fill it halfway or all the way up with food, and come back to my community. And anywhere from 15 to 30 volunteers come and help make bags of food, and we dish it all out to the
Yep.
community.
Oh,
Yeah, we probably fed probably over 100 people yesterday, between yesterday and today. Probably closer to 200, and some animals.
yeah.
Fed some pigs. You know what I mean? Some
Sure.
people got some pigs and shit. I'm promised a shoulder when the pigs harvested. They're like, you fed the pigs, man. You're gonna get a shoulder. I'm like, I'm with that shit. I know somebody with a smoker. You're a great man. You deserve a lot of joy and prosperity. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Listen, I don't deserve shit. Nah, I don't deserve shit, but I appreciate it. If you knew a little bit more about my in my story, you'd understand. I'm not here to take up the can of corn for the whole. You know what I mean?
No, you're
But
good.
yeah, I
It's
I
not
give
about.
back because in my past I used to take a whole bunch of shit. So
Well, and that's
it's just
it, and that's exactly what he's talking about. So
yeah,
a lot of people take in their past and continue to take in the present, and they're going to take in the
yeah.
future, but
Nah,
not you.
man.
That's what he's saying.
Nah, you know, I did a long stretch inside, and after I got done with that shit, actually, it was doing the same shit that put me inside that made me realize what the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That'll happen.
yeah, I mean, it really was, bro. Meth was my demon back in the day. That's what
Sure.
put me in prison,
Yeah.
and I sat in my cell at 3:30 in the morning. And I had what they call oh, it's fucking fire, bro. It's fucking fire. So gassy, dog. Uh,
The truth,
yeah,
OG.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Squirtle, baby, give him a follow.
There it is.
You get that shit, hit him up, let him know. Uh, God damn, I'm too high. You sidetracked me. What the fuck was I saying? Oh,
You were doing meth in prison.
yeah. And 3:30 in the morning, I was awake, and it dawned on me how fucking ridiculous it was for me to be in prison high on the same drug that put me in there. And it just made no sense to me whatsoever. I had what alcoholics call a moment of clarity.
It clicked for you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I never wanted to touch that shit again. And I never have. That was '07. I was inside. I got out in 2011, and yes, March 2011 will be my 10-year anniversary that I've been out. Yeah, the meth was fire. So fire that it made me realize what the fuck.
It smoked you
uh,
straight, homie. Fucking. That was in Texas?
no, that was up here. I left Texas. I went back and forth, but I've been back up here since '99.
Got it.
I left Texas and I hitchhiked. No, I took a Greyhound from Texas to Arizona.
Mm.
Arizona was super whack. Still strung out on meth, thinking I can do whatever the fuck I want. It was
Yeah.
retarded. And Arizona, and they're Phoenix is nothing but a bunch of quackheads, bro. Oh my
You
god.
ain't lying, yo.
Fuck, bro.
No, Arizona's rough for meth. For I think
Bro.
most drugs, really, but
Hey, dog. This was in the '90s, son. This
oh, I
was
believe it.
years ago.
Yeah.
I got up. We stayed in a hotel. I didn't need to. I swear to God, I did not leave this hotel. Got everything I wanted. I just strolled. I swear to God, I just strolled around the hotel until I saw somebody that looked like they'd get into some shit. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Let me holler at you. And that was it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just not a scared motherfucker. I'll step to anybody and ask them anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I seen it. Actually, you know what it was? They had a bumper sticker on the car that said, "It's at 419. Do you know where your bong is?" And so with that bumper sticker, I was like, "Yo, where's the weed at? I see the bumper sticker." And the dude's like, "Oh, where's your room at? Let's go to your room. I'm gonna make a phone call." And he came into the room. When he got in the room, I'm like, "Yo, check it out. I don't want no goddamn weed. Where's the speed at?" He's like, "Oh, that's what." He goes, "That's what's up, man. Oh, I get that right now." I'm like, "Man, let's go." more story.
Right.
After 3 weeks, I was sick of that shit. I'm like, yo, let's bounce. we shook two of our. We went down 4 deep. We shook two of them. So then it was just me and some bitch, and we hitchhiked from Phoenix, Arizona to California. And bro, I tell you to this day, the best trip I've ever had in my life. Just hitchhiking from Phoenix to San Francisco, the amount of love that we were shown hitchhiking, bro.
Yeah, I believe
Me
it.
and this short little like 5'2", she's young, big old titties. I kept doing tight shit. No, bro, that's how we got a ride really quick. I ain't even gonna.
I mean, yeah.
That's how you do it.
Here, hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right, my bad.
In Arizona long enough to know any of that shit. But yeah, it was. This is a story I've always explained about my 3 weeks in Arizona. I met meth heads in the age range, and I'm not playing, from 10 to 87.
I believe that.
I met an 87-year-old couple that sat in their fucking chairs like old people do and passed a meth pipe. Bro, I was tripping. I was
Wild
like,
West.
I need. Yeah, Ma and Pa were sitting there. Here, throw my bubble. Let me go shoot this motherfucker real quick. I mean, it was crazy. Yo,
Yeah.
But anyway, the hitchhiking trip, we got a ride with some dudes to where some truckers would pick us up, and that was a trip. But then this trucker picked us up. He was a black dude, and it was a brand new rig. I'd never been in an 18-wheeler. In the back, there was a bunk bed. He only used one, right? So the top there was sheets, clean sheets, and clean towels, and like linen and shit. And inside the bed, there's an old school TV with the VCR thing because it was old, you know what I mean, in the 90s. And lots of food all over this truck. That's what I remember because I was a skinny little tweaker and I was hungry as fuck. and somehow I had come up on a little bit of weed. I don't know how the fuck wherever I got this shit. And this dude was sketched about picking us up. Did not want to pick us up at all. And
why did he?
The little girl with big titties, she's jumping around, please.
Okay.
And he's like, all right, meet me over on the on-ramp, man. And I'm like, dude, you don't even have to stop. Just slow down. I'll throw it in and jump in. But he stopped and picked us up. And we take off. He goes, you guys go ahead and climb in the back just in case anybody saw. Chill out for a minute. We got in there. There's a shelf above the windshield. Nothing but food. There's a refrigerator in the middle, dude. I mean, these things stand out to me because I remember how fucking hungry I was because I was so strung out. And I hadn't eaten it for God knows how long.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, can I have some fruit? Because I could see a bunch of fruit up there. He goes, man, I got food all over this truck, man. You see something, you eat it. I was like, right on. And he's like, so where are you guys trying to go? I said, San Francisco. And he goes, well, I'm going to California, but I'm not going North California. And we're like, whatever. You get us to California, thank you so much. You guys go ahead and chill out in the back. He tells us about the movies, tells us that there's fucking some X-rated movies behind the other movies. If we want to shut the door, he ain't gonna know nothing.
Oh,
dude
goodness.
Cool, right? I was like, I'm not with it, but dude was cool. And so we sit back there. I blow a little stick of weed. We eat. I fall asleep. Wake up. The truck's not running. I freak out. But I look out. Like, the doors are shut and locked. I can see a light blinking, so I know the alarm's set. Right? So we're in an alarm secured truck. And I look around. We're in a fucking residential neighborhood. So I can only assume that we're at his house. And I don't know, probably 5 o'clock in the morning, the truck starts up. I unzip the little door, and he goes, hey, man, you guys all right? You sleep good? I'm like, yeah, man. He goes, well, go back to sleep, man. I'm going to drop you guys off at this truck stop. We're at my house. I just wanted to freshen up and stuff. I was like, all right, cool. And I went back to sleep. I don't know if you've ever heard of Flying J's truck stop.
I have.
But that was my first experience with one. He dropped us off there. But, dude, he took us in, bought us breakfast, gave us, hey, leave it. Gave us each $20 and bought us each a pack of cigarettes. and said, "This is as far as I can take you, man. I hope you guys have a safe travel." And so I sent the girl. Her name was Beth. I sent Beth in the bathroom to put on the one tight shirt that she had. Sent her around the corner. I shit you not, Frankie. She was back around in less than 120 seconds. She was come on, baby, I got a ride. Joe, you should have seen the disappointment. You should have seen the disappointment on this dude's face when she came walking back. She goes, "I gotta go get my stuff." I just happened to be the stuff. when I when I came walking around the corner with her, I saw the disappointment in his face. Right now, this is a completely different truck. Single bed in the back, rebel flag in the back, straight up one of those kind of white boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we get in the back. You guys lay down until we get out of the truck stop in case anybody's seen blah blah blah. So we get out and we start rolling. And he goes, "Hey, dude, you know how to roll?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Reach in the back behind my seat, find that Altoids container, roll us up some doobies." I said, "Bet." Twisted up some doobies. He smoked us out all the way to wherever he dropped us. And this was the only like lull in the trip. He gave us, like, he dropped us off in some little podunk town in like Central California. No truck stop, no nothing. Uh, we walked around this little town, went to some fucking little gas station, got some dude to give us a ride to the freeway. And this is when, I swear to God, bro, this is when the trip took a crazy turn.
Oh no.
I, in a good way, in a great positive way. The dude that, so like, we're so assed out. I'm trying to like maybe spare change to see if we can get a room or something. Like, so we're sitting outside a gas station, spare change. This dude and his two kids comes out of the store, gives us $2. I said, "Hey, sir, I'd give you this back if you could give us a ride to I-5. And he looked at me. My girl came around the corner. And, dude, I was a skinny, sucked up, dirty little mess, bro. And he looked me and her up and down, looked at the kids. He goes, "Let me go get my other car. It's better on gas mileage." Now, I just thought he was trying to be nice and get the fuck up out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, he comes back 20 minutes later. "Do you regularly do psychedelics?" "Not anymore. Not anymore. I have, and I've even tried since I've been out and get and for PTSD, I've tried microdosing, but they really fuck my stomach up these days. And the only psychedelics I would fuck with is natural ones, as i.e. mushrooms or what do you call the fucking roots of it? The truffles. But I haven't tried truffles because I'm afraid that it's psilocybin and that it's gonna give me the gut rot, and that's what's been happening. And so I'm cool. Anyways, this dude he gives us a ride. He goes and gets his car, brings us back, or comes and picks us up with a bag of groceries in the back seat and $40. So we've already made like $80 and haven't even made it to San Francisco.
Yeah.
He takes us to another Flying J's. We can't get a ride. This is where I made the stupidest choice. Thank God I didn't get in trouble.
Okay.
But this is where I made the stupidest choice out of this whole trip. I went into the Flying J's with 80 fucking bucks in my pocket and decided to go steal 2 candy bars. I could have like risked what little bit of shit I had. I was risked right there, just for, you know what I mean. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I don't know if I wanted like a little adrenaline rush or whatever.
Right.
Whatever. And not only that, but we had 4 sandwiches, a bag of chips, a 6-pack of soda in a bag outside.
You need no dang candy bars.
I had no need for a fucking candy bar, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so we can't get a ride from any truckers in this truck stop. Not. Dude, I appreciate it. I really do. But I've got a guy that grows his own. I mean, look, my guy. Like, I got microdoses. You know, and these are freely given to me. I really do appreciate it, bro. But I'm good. I appreciate it, though. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you, and I really do appreciate it. Anyway, so we can't get a ride from any truckers. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's thumb it out on I-5. And this one, like, I don't remember if it was a Nissan, but it was a little 4-door import. I want to be politically correct these days. We used to call them rice burners, but I know that's not politically correct these days. So.
Okay. Well, it happened, so whatever.
So we got in our politically correct rice burner.
Okay.
And, no, hold on. this guy pulls up. I know he's seen Beth in her tits, so he started to pull over. I think he started to pull off because he seen me too, but then he pulled back in and fucking let. I run past her because I want to scope dude out before we get in this car. I'm not gonna get in this car. It looks like some weirdo. And this dude opens the door, and I get just enveloped with the sweetest smell of ganja, bro. And I'm like, Beth, hurry up!
We got another one.
Yeah, I said, get in the back seat now. She jumps in the back seat with his dog, two-tone. It was black on the back, brown on the belly, and I get in the passenger seat. What up, Buck? And I'm sitting there, and it's dead silent, right? And he goes, "Where are you guys going?" And I said, "San Francisco." "Where are you going?" He goes, "Palo Alto." I don't know where that's at, but Beth has been on it. She's on a map, right? And
It's close.
as soon as he said that, yeah, it's pretty close. You can get to San Francisco from Palo Alto on a city bus, which is what we did. But Beth opened up a city map and she's like, "Baby, it's pretty close." And I was like, "Awesome." And so we're sitting there. It's still quiet in the car. And I said, "Hey man, I like your incense." And he goes, "What?" I said, Your car smells real good." And he goes, "Oh." And no, you do not need a Beth. No. 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 They called her Crystal Beth. Trust me, you do not. No. No. Well, that's a whole nother chapter. If you'd like to hear the best.
If you'd like to hear the
And
Beth
then
version, that'd be $5.99.
To be honest with you, Five Smoke, I heard, and I don't know because this has been 25 years ago. I'm an old fuck. I think she's no longer with us, is what. Anyway, so I tell him that his car smells good, and he goes, "Oh," and he reaches down in his little fucking door pocket and pulls out this little wooden box and pulls three, not one, three joints out the size of my index finger, bro. Hands me one, hands one to Beth, throws one in his mouth, turns on the AC, opens the sunroof, pops in some reggae. He goes, "Palo Alto is about 30, 45 minutes from San Francisco. You guys kick back, I got you." And I'm like, "Bet, I like this joint up." I just about finished this joint, right? I got like this much left. I see his ashtray, it's got roaches in it. So I roach it, put it in the ashtray. I don't know if he was waiting on me to finish that joint to hand me another one, but I shit you not, my fingertips hadn't cooled off yet, bro. And he hands me another one. I'm like, "Oh shit, hi." And so, out of respect, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to keep up. Beth is already asleep off the first one.
Sure.
Yeah, there's like this much left. She's ashed it out. It's sitting in the back ashtray. She's out. She's cuddled with the dog in the back. They ate some nuts and berries. She hit the joint. She's out.
Fucking out.
Second joint. Yo, I'm. Mind you, I mean, even though I got some sleep in the back of this truck, I'm still messed out, man. I have not. You know what I mean? I'm still detoxing off these poisons, and so I hit the joint, and I probably had that much left. Like I probably only smoked a quarter of it, and I just sat there kind of with it like this and let it go out purposely, right? And as soon as it went out, I smoked cigarettes back then. Pulled out my little pack of cigarettes and slid that motherfucker in my cigarettes. I think I'm being slick, right?
Oh no!
Put my cigarettes in my pocket, right? I mean, he's not tripping, but I just think I'm being slick, right? And bro, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes go by after I put my fucking pack of cigarettes in my pocket. This motherfucker hands me a third fucking joint, dog. He is not bullshitting, bro. He thinks they're Camel Wise or something. I don't know what the fuck. He's fucking on this shit, right? I was like, "Yo," I said, "Would you be disrespected if I say, 'Can I smoke this in the morning?'" And he goes, "Yeah, man. You're not gonna smoke the one you put in your cigarette pack?" I said, "Bro, I can give that back to you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful." He goes, "No, you touch it. It's yours now.
Yeah.
You touch that one. It's yours now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Bet." I mean, I don't know. A lot of black guys are like that. You know what I mean? They rather give you your own, let you smoke, rather than pass it around. You know what I mean? Or put the sack down, everybody roll their own. That's in circles I've been around. It's been like that. Anyways,
so
you had a first-hand experience in Cheech and Chong.
Did you take the first roach? Out of the
No,
ashtray.
the first smoke I put out in the ashtray, but the second one, you know, it wasn't a roach.
Yeah.
It was, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was still that easy. We got to get some edibles in my system. So what? Like now, I doze off for a little bit, and I wake up to realizing that it's getting dark, and we only got $80 and no ID. Now we got enough for a room, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I tell dude, I said, hey man, it's getting dark and I don't want to hitchhike at night. We have a little bit of cash. Could you rent us a room because we don't have any ID? And he goes, how much money you got? And I said, I mean, you know, I said I have enough for a room and maybe us for some breakfast. And he goes, that's it? I said, yeah, bro. Why do you think we hitchhiking?
Yeah.
And he goes, and he starts like he's high and he starts talking to himself, and I'm listening to what he's saying, and he's going on and kind of going on in a little rant. And he goes, I got you. You coming with me? She'll just have to understand. And I'm like, okay, like I don't understand what he's talking about because I don't know who she is. He takes us to this chick's house. Long story short, they've known each other for a long time. She's super hood, old school black chick. She sees two white people in his car. She comes out of her apartment drunk and standing in front of his car. Who the hell are them white people in your car? You know you're gonna arrest with them white people in your car in this neighborhood? I'm like, oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Where's the fuck? What's going on? You know what? Hey, he snapped at her. Shut the fuck up! Go in there and make them something to eat. They hungry. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Right? We get out the car, go inside. Soon as we step in her house, she looks at both of us and she goes, oh hell no! Y'all ain't coming to my house looking like that. Go on in the bathroom, both of y'all, and go take a shower. You ain't touching on my and take them clothes off. I'm gonna wash them. I was like, what the fuck? I said, ma'am, I don't have any more clothes. What I got on my back is what I got. He goes, I got a couple of fuck boys that leave sweatpants around here. I'll be right back. I swear to God. I was like, oh, what the fuck? So, sure shit enough, me and Beth jump up in the shower. By the time we get out of the shower, there's some clean sweats and shit for us in the bathroom. She's washing our clothes. We come out. There's 2 plates of warmed up food sitting there for us. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Now, she's still talking sassy and crazy. But this is a true Southern black woman, and that's how they are. They talk sassy and crazy to you while they're loving on you and taking care of you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And while we're sitting there eating, I look up, and the dude that gave us a ride is bringing these 2 bags in. Lo and behold, bro, the transporter stopped and gave us a fucking lift. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't find it. And that's when I realized those titties got us that ride. Those titties made that those titties were bouncing so hard they made a transporter stop. And that's the only thing that I can equate it to. Anyways, he took us the next day. We met his brother because he was dropping off some shit to his brother. He gave us some weed, $50, dropped us off at the bus stop. You drive a good life. Never seen him again. But you know what I mean? I got to San Francisco. We had a little, almost $200, no, about $150, maybe something like that. I don't remember exactly how much. But I had more weed than money. And then I just got my hustle on and found somebody that could buy a sack so I could see what it looked like and had them bag it up. And, you know, I know how to hustle. Right. Yeah, I've traveled around and I've taken Greyhound from here to Texas. And that was lame. That hitchhiking trip from Phoenix, Arizona to California, hands down, best experience that I've ever had. Actually, it was a blast. Because, like I said, every single person that picked us up took care of us in some way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way up to the fucking very end. Because I'm telling you, bro, when we decided, fuck Phoenix, let's get the fuck out of here, let's go to San Francisco.
Yeah.
We stepped up to a Circle K with nothing in our pocket, bro. one backpack. I think we might have each had an extra shirt in there, bro. I didn't even have a shirt on. I had some gay ass little vest. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I had like a military vest on, some Raver baggy pants, and a fucking Kango leather hat, dude. I thought I was cool. I was, oh my god, I was such
You
a
were
fucking mess
Rambo in
back
it?
in the day. I I was meth bowing it, dude. I was a hot fucking wreck. That's exactly what the fuck I was. Yeah, yeah. It was, and poor little Beth, man. You know, the only reason I took her with me was because when we were in Austin, Texas, is where I met her. Um, she hustled, bro. I mean, she got her motherfucking hustle on. She slang meth for me like they were gonna stop making it tomorrow. I mean, that bitch ran that shit for me in the club and at parties. And so when shit got a little too hot for me where I was like, I wanted a down bitch to go with me. As soon as we got to Frisco, man, she discovered these what they in Frisco they call them moon bags, but you know the boxes of wine, you know the
Yeah,
box wine.
yeah.
Well, you know when you take the bag out of the box, you can blow it up and use it as a pillow when you pass out. That's what they teach you when you go to Frisco. Yeah, all these motherfucking homeless motherfuckers want to get some money and get a box of wine and go into Golden Gate Park, drink this box of wine until they get drunk, rip the bag out, blow it up, and use it as a pillow and pass out in the park. I'm like, yo, get up and get a hustle. That's what this bitch started doing, bro. I'm like, what in the
Like that
fuck
was
are
the
you
goal?
doing? That was a go-to do thing to do. Yeah, yeah.
Why? What? What about a real
Because free
pillow?
spirit and let's just go hang out in the park and be hippie bums, bro.
Hmm. I see.
Bro, when you're on the streets and you have no fucking guidance or you have no direction in what you're doing, who the fuck what does it matter? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, she knew I was out hustling, taking care of everything. She felt she could fuck off. I mean, look, she had product in her pocket. She's supposed to be hustling.
Right.
No, she'd come back like, "Well, I sold a sack and we smoked a sack and I bought a box." I'm like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Huh? You did what? Who? Like, give me that shit back before you get drunk and smoke it all." Yeah, then we got started drinking and then smoking sack. I was like, "Yeah, give me that shit back, motherfucker." And yeah, that didn't last very long. So we and I ended up going to jail in San Francisco, and I heard why I was in jail. She found lady heroin and
Mm.
didn't have a good go at it. But I don't know. We were already parted ways at that point.
Right.
Way of the streets, baby.
For real.
I'm just so grateful that ain't my life no more. I dude,
Now you're the
I
captain.
oh whatever. Hey, listen, bro. I can't even. I'm 47 years old now. I can't. Well, I can't believe I did that shit into my 30s, much less all of my fucking 20s, dog.
Right.
Hey, how old are you?
29.
Fuck, bro. I think I was going in on my 29. Mm. I think I might have been going in on my second or third bid. I could not learn. Hey, here's the stupid part. This is how it's funny. I'm glad I can laugh at it now. I laugh because it's so funny. Right? Yeah, youngsters, man. But that's cool. I'm glad. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see. Yo, what? Let's. I think it's fucking badass, bro, that you're 29 years old and you got your shit this fucking together. You know, I mean,
Wow. I
no,
mean, it's.
listen,
I feel it.
you right. See, you're instantly gonna go, well. I mean, but in retrospect, when I was 29 years old, I'm fighting a major fucking drug addiction that I can't shake. That's sending me in and out of prison. I ain't got shit to my name unless I
Yeah.
stole it, and I sure the fuck ain't got nothing to prove when I get out. You got direction in your life. You know what I mean? You're going somewhere. You have you have your rec shit that you do with the video games that have fun with that. And I mean, when I get on here, you tell me you're streaming on 3 different platforms.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not all for fun. You know, you're doing it for content and a business also.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what the generation does. I think it's badass. You know what I mean? Fuck, I wish I would have had some kind of fucking direction like that when I was 19. My direction was like, yeah, the next dope man is down the street to the right.
Right.
You know what I mean? That fucking kind of direction is that shit, dog.
Yeah.
I wish at 29, you know, I wish at 29 I would have been dialed in with some fucking Kanna Krew or the Zong Company. I mean, you got two good, two great creations right there that you're a part of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And because I'm not a gamer, I don't even fucking know what the fuck you got going on in that arena.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, I hear you talk about it, but you hear my old ass, oh, you fucking gamers, take my stickers. You know what I mean? Yeah, damn whippersnappers in your video game. What the fuck?
I remember in like May, you'd come on Saturday and be like, "Are we video gaming today, motherfuck?"
Yeah. Got the gaming nerds out.
I remember.
God damn it.
I remember. Yeah.
But you know, listen, all that is some old fuck that doesn't know something, making fun of something that he can't do, and that's the God's honest truth. I said, bro, look, I have sat down. I got an 8-year-old that is addicted to video games, and I got a 17-year-old that is really good at them or plays them all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
As much as he plays, he better be fucking good. And so I sat down and tried to play with Sebastian. This grumpy old fuck, I can't shoot straight.
No.
I can't. You know what I mean? Every time I want to shoot this way, it's going this way, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, where's the old single button and pong,
it's 2D, right? There's no.
That's another thing. Like, there's so much going on the screen.
Yeah.
Kids these days grow up with that. My brain, my eyes are not equipped to handle that. Because if you really know like about the brain and the psyche, your brain really does stop learning at a certain point, and it's harder to take in new fresh content and retain it at a certain age. And sorry, I'm a victim of that shit.